And we are live. Right, okay, guys, so I want to mention today about where the attention needs to be placed because I think that we're all coming out of lockdown, Joe. It's starting to ease and it's lifting, and everyone's got business to go and get. And I think that the danger is that when you become obsessed with your product, with your offering, with the things that you do, it's very easy to forget about the customer, forget about the person. And I think that's the message that I really want to get across here is that, by the way, everyone that's jumping in, I'm going to say hi now rather than starting, and stuff like that as well. So, if you are watching this, put a like in there, comment, the done thing is to put a hashtag replay. I still have no idea why you do hashtag replay. If someone can tell me, put a comment in there as well for that. But the thing is as I was just saying, then is that people are passionate and driven about getting things back to normal, about going and getting some business, getting some revenue back into their business, getting some deals moving again. But don't do it at the sacrifice of what's best for the person. And this is the message I want to really get across: is that like whatever business you're in, whatever you do, whether you do make websites, whether you sell pet food, whether you make plastic bottles, or whether you provide branded merchandise, like whatever it is you do, is your business is a sales business first, and it has to stay that way. But don't don't neglect the fact that what you're selling has to bring value to the person, because if it doesn't bring value to the person, then you're the kind of person that gives sales a bad name. You're the con artist, and obviously that's not what you want to be. I know that's not why you set out in business. It better not be why you set out in business, by the way. But because in fact there's some I'm not even going to go into it actually, because it's just tragic. There's some stories happening at the minute with all sorts of different stuff where people are using the coronavirus, the track and trace, the bounce back loan facilities to manipulate and steal money from people, and it's just wrong. But right, listen, you are in a people business. That's the business that you're in. Yes, it's sales. Like whatever way you want to look at it, it's sales and it's marketing. Now you decide which way that needs to be, whether it's marketing first, sales after, or sales and then like you decide which way you feel that way swings. But ultimately, once you get past everything, you are a sales business that operate in the people industry. You are selling product to people. Somewhere along the line, people buy your product. You're not in the product industry, you're in the people industry. Like, people subscribe to your training, to your courses, to your material. People buy your stuff. Products don't buy your material. It's the people who do it. So just make sure that whatever you're doing is serving that person. And that's the message that I want to really drill home. Like I see it all the time. I hear it all the time. I see a lot of stuff like about this kind of thing, and it just it doesn't need to be that way. And I want you to try and understand that the message is, yes, you care, you're passionate, you believe your product is the best, and you should think that way. You should think that your product's the best product, and you should think it's the best thing, and everybody should have it, and everyone needs it, and you should think that way. But, and here's the thing, but make sure that they do. Like, really make sure that the stuff that you're providing, the things that you're selling, the service that you offer, is going to be of value to that person. And I had a similar conversation with one of my clients earlier in the week, and it's like, don't sell something to somebody because it's going to benefit you. Sell it to somebody. Not that, by the way, they wasn't doing this. We was talking about what's the best route. Don't sell it to somebody because it's the best thing for you. Sell it to them because it's the best thing for them. That's the outlook. Like, think about them. And anyone that's worked with me personally, they get a workbook that we go through, and in that workbook, when it comes under the marketing side of their business, it says very clearly that you have to fall in love with the customer. Don't fall in love with your product. Fall in love with them. Be there for them. Serve them the best way that you can. help them to solve their problems, help them to move towards their desires and their dreams, help them get everything in life that they want. And there's a saying by, I think it was Zig Ziglar, who said that you can have anything in life that you want if you help enough people get what they want. And this is what I'm talking about right now, is that if you can help people and if you can get yourself into that mindset that you are in the people business, not the product business, then you approach things differently. You will help them to solve real challenges, real problems, things that will help them move forward in their business, in their life. Don't do it because it's going to benefit you. It has to benefit them first. That they are the things that matter. So what I want you to think about is how your service, your product, the things that you do, how can that be used to bring greater value to the person? How is it going to make their life easier? How is it going to make their life better? Because that people don't buy what they need. You know, like the stuff that you're selling, the things that I sell, the things that we all sell, the things there, sure, everybody needs them. You know, we need to go to the gym a little bit more often. We need to eat better. We need to drink more water. It's empty, by the way. There we go. But we need to drink more water. We need to go to the gym more often. We need to, stop eating such fast food or junk food or easy food or super tasty food. We need to cut down on these things. We need to walk more. Stop sitting as much. Maybe stand at your desk more. There's so much that we need to do more of, but we don't do the things, or we certainly don't buy the things that we need. We buy the things that we want. If you want a McDonald's, you go and buy a McDonald's. If you want to stay at home rather than go to the gym, you want to stay at home rather than go to the gym. If you want to get in the car and drive to the shop rather than walk 5 minutes down the street, you decide that that's what you want. And this is the message to take from this, is that when you're thinking about them as a person, you're not thinking about your product, you're thinking about the person. You think about, what is it that this person really wants? What's the pain? What's the challenges? What's the problems? What's the things that they desire the most? And then you look at how your product connects to that. How does your value proposition help to solve that problem? This is one of the workshops that we did in the Thrive workshops 2 months ago. We talked about value propositions, and we talked about the client that you're trying to attract, or the clients that you're working with, and looking at that. What's the job that they're trying to get done? Is it that they want to sell more? Is it that they want to market better? Is it that they need some imagery that's going to make them look better? Is it that they need a new website? What's the job that they're trying to get done? And then look at what pain is created from that job. What's the pain? What's the challenges? What's the thing that's stopping them getting that job done? Then you look at your value proposition and think, what out of my product range or my services will help to alleviate and get rid of that pain? What's going to be the beneficial for them? Because the thing is that there's lots of things that they need, as we've just said, but they don't buy on the things that they need. They buy on the things that they want. So if you can find what it is that they want, your job then becomes much easier, because the next stage for you to do is then to educate them on the things that they need. There's a saying that I teach people all the time in the sales space, which is that the second sale is the easiest sale. Second one is easy because you've already got the deal, and actually the second deal validates that first one. It makes their client, it makes them think, we made the right choice by going with you to start. We did the right thing by hiring you, working with you, paying you, taking your services, whatever that is. By buying again actually validates that first deal. It makes them think, this was the right thing to do. We did the right thing. So really think about this. What is it that they want that your product can really serve and fit? But then how can you educate them on the things that they need? What is it that you can do to educate them on the things that they need? And so think about them first. Don't think about product first. Think about them first. What do they want? Then try and sell them what they need, because your product's probably being built around the things that people need. There's loads of things that I need. There's loads of things that you need. But the real trick to this game, to the game of sales, to the game of business, is sell people things that they want, educate them on the things that they need. Guys, if you have any questions about any of this stuff, put a comment in the box below. Tag people if you need if you see people that's struggling, maybe selling or getting their message in front of the right people. Tag them into this video. Let them know that they need to be able to identify what job they're trying to get done, what problem that job's presenting to themselves, like where your value proposition sits to be able to solve that, because that's the stuff that they want. The things that's stopping them getting the job done, the things that's causing the headache, the pain, the problems, the challenges, that's the stuff that these people want. Now, your product might not necessarily fit that straight away, so you need to adapt or adjust. Or maybe you just don't sell to them at all. If you can't genuinely solve their problem, then don't sell to them. Refer them. Pass them on. Be helpful. Remember,